Carabao Cup semi-finals. Arsenal are through. They beat Crystal Palace on penalties. Let's go to Heathrow. Rich, he's an Arsenal fan. All right, Rich.
Here he is. All right, Rich.
Hello, boys. How are you doing? All
right, Richie. All right, son.
Merry
I haven't
Christmas.
spoken to you for a while.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. How are you?
And the same goes to both of you. my favourite festive.
Yeah. How happy you must be, right? Just leading up to Christmas Eve, and you're talking to O'Hara and Cundy, your favourite people in the world.
Listen, to be perfectly honest, I've been trying desperately not to grab the phone, not to go near it. I've listened to all the rubbish and the nonsense that you two have talked.
What are you on about?
What are you on about?
Well, just earlier on, when Jamie, I think it was Jamie that was talking about Arsenal being set-piece United and OG's the top scorer.
Good player, OG, mate.
Yeah, well, he'd get into your team. He'd get into the Tottenham team.
He scored 3 at Emirates in the last 2 games.
So what? At the end of the day, like one of your previous callers says, we're top of the Champions League. That doesn't mean anything, but we are top. We're top of the Premier League. We've been there before on Christmas Day and still haven't won it. But we're top in both. And now we're in the semi-final of the only cup that we could be playing in. And when it comes to goal, we have suffered with goals. We have, because our star signing at the moment isn't all that. But he's been injured. He's coming back. You, Chelsea, are what? You're plus 12 goals. And Arsenal are plus 21 goals. Yeah. And I don't hear anyone talking about all the money you lot have spent on goal scorers and so on and so forth. Set-piece United.
Set-piece FC, we said.
No,
Rich, get it right. Set-piece FC.
Okay. Set-piece FC. Yeah. And you lot are blinders backs FC because you can't score, right? And if you look at the league, right the way through it, most of the teams are only about +2. This league is so poor.
Man City have scored 10 more goals than you.
And let me say that about Man City. They have scored 10 more goals than us, but they're still 2 points behind us. Okay? If Haaland gets injured or goes off the ball, the thing about Arsenal, there's goals across the team. Not a lot, but there's goals across the team. If Haaland gets injured, he scored a majority of those 10 goals that they're plus us. Look, I'm not giving it the big one. I'm not giving it the big one. I'm not saying that we're going to win everything or we're going to do everything.
What are you saying then?
What I'm saying is, at the moment, leave it out. We're not set-piece United. We've scored more goals than you. We've scored more goals than,
Rich,
apart from Man City, we've scored more goals than everybody. And
apart from Man City, the team you're competing against.
Rich, we're just highlighting, right, the fact that recently you haven't been putting teams to bed.
No, we haven't.
Well, that's what we said.
No.
That's all we've been saying, Rich.
All the criticism about...
There's no criticism.
There's no criticism.
I mean, what is it?
It's just
You're listening, Rich. We said,
come on, Rich.
Breathtaking
Rich,
going forward. You're brilliantly defensively. You look great. The way you move the ball to get into the areas, to make things happen, is absolutely fantastic. But you're not putting teams to bed. That's all we've said.
No,
you should be, with the chances you're creating, winning games 3-4-0.
And I agree on that. I can't.
Well, that's all we've been saying, then, Rich. So you agree with us?
So agree with us, then, Rich. It's Christmas. Come on, you can agree with us once.
Yeah, I will agree with you on that point. But ever since we've been top, especially Jamie, all the time, you're trying to find a negative about Arsenal when there's lots of reasons why we are where we are, and there's lots of reasons why we're not putting games to bed and playing.
So you're agreeing with us, then, Rich?
Yeah, but there's lots of reasons.
Rich, you know what, mate? Let's see, right? Let's see. When it comes to the end of the season, right, after Christmas, Man City keep banging in goals, putting teams to the sword. Let's see, right? Because at the moment, you're 2 points top, and you can't take anything away from what you've done. But if I was an Arsenal fan, I would be worried the fact that we're not killing teams off.
And things will change when we get Havertz back, when we get Gabriel back. Sorry? Kai Havertz, when we get him back, things will change. Yeah.
So basically, you agree with us then, Rich?
I don't agree with you. I agree
It sounds
with
like you
what
agree
say.
with us, Rich.
I think you're better off covering the darts and the badminton than you are football. All right? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Rich.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
Rich.
Christmas.
See you later.
I'll speak to you later. Ta-ra.
See, basically, he's agreed with us.
Yeah, he's basically
He's
agreed.
got the ump. I don't know why he's got the ump.
He's
It's the
got the
top-
ump, and he's come
No,
on,
no.
and he's
He
actually
don't. Do you know what? It's you. You've rattled him. Call him Set Piece FC, mate. Kept calling him Set Piece United. He's making
Yeah.
up a team.
No, get it right.
Set Piece FC.
Yeah, they are.
I'm just.
Let's head back to the Emirates now. talkSPORT's Declan McCarthy is standing by Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta.
Mikel, congratulations tonight. How much will you relish that semi-final chance against Chelsea over 2 legs?
Yeah, when you look at the 4 teams that are involved in the competition, this is where you want to be. I mean, we will prepare for a beautiful game, the first one away, and go for it and earn the right to be in the final.
You told us yesterday Gabriel Jesus was ready to start. He did for his 100th appearance for the club, so a special moment for him, although probably in hindsight could have been a long time ago he would have got that 100 appearance. So how do you think he did tonight?
Well, it tells you the story that we've been through with him, and but still the resilience and the fight that he's showing, because again, he looked like a player that has never been injured, and he's been part of us for a long time, so really happy to have him.
And just on the starting 11 today, so you went with Noni and Gabriel Martinelli, and then in the game you brought on sort of key players such as Declan Rice, Saka. Did Ethan Nwaneri get a shot or a chance at trying to get into the side for tonight?
Yeah, everybody is depending on the game, and everybody has to be ready, because when they have the chance, they have to perform.
Thank you very much, Mikel.
Yeah, Declan McCarthy there, Mikel Arteta. Let's go to Gordon, who's Arsenal fan. All right, Gold?
All right, Gordon.
Hi, good evening, gents.
All right,
Merry
matey.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, mate. What did you make of the game?
Yeah. First half, I think we really played well without finishing, and their keeper had a very good game. Second half, we were rather poor. I mean, I was up at Everton on Saturday night. I do all the home and away domestic matches that I can do.
Mm-hmm.
And my mate John said to me up at Everton, they had a free kick, Everton, right at the end, Pickford pumped it into the box. He said, mate, I'm having PTSD about Villa away because we haven't killed them off. But like you say, Jason, as long as we're creating chances, but we're not going to get as many chances against the better sides. So that is a concern.
I'll tell you what, though, Gold, you make a good point, right? The Villa game, the Wolves game, and tonight, 95th minute, equalisers or goals, that, you know, they're big moments.
I mean, to be honest, the Villa games, that's been the most painful one, right? Because
that hurts.
Because Villa are chasing.
I'll tell you why, that was horrible, because I looked at my mate John, and his face, the colour drained out of his face, basically, because we knew that was the last kick, and when we kicked off and he blew the final whistle. So that was gutting, but we've got to look forwards, and like I've said to you before in your show, you know, I've been on here quite a few times this time of night. Just enjoy every moment. This is what you've got to do at this stage of the season. It's far too early to be talking about winning things.
Well, look, from what I've seen, defensively the best side in the country, right? And you've been able to get over the line by hook or by crook. But just recently, and that's what we're talking about. Just recently, you haven't done. You're unconvincing. That's the phrase. You're not as convincing as you were in the early part of the season, and I think that's fair. I think it's a fair observation that we're making tonight. You had chances to kill that game, right? The keeper was an absolute blinder, but then to allow Palace back, not just back in it, but to go to pens. You know, if that's a league game, you drop points. That's the point I made. And you got away with it against Wolves. You got away with one. That's all we're saying here.
Who missed the penalty for Palace, by the way? I thought it was
Lacroix.
He had
scored the own goal.
The only poor penalty out of the.
By the way, it's a great point.
16 penalties.
How good were those
look. The pens are good, and look, some of them were brilliant.
Yeah.
The keeper, any danger?
Well, they went the wrong way pretty much every time.
Every time.
But even when they went the right way, right, the penalties were just of the quality.
There was some top quality penalties, but the keepers, I mean,
they didn't cover themselves in a lot of glory, did they? No. Yeah. He was good for Chelsea in goal.
But we got you boys. We got you, Jason. We got you.
Give you a whooping.
Up the Chelsea.
You might well have a two-legged Champions League playoff, mightn't you?
Maybe.
Hopefully, hopefully you'll have fix the congestion in your.
Well, we got a squad.
We've got about 80 players.
We're not one of these that moans about it like Arteta. All right, we don't moan. We get on with it.
Gold, listen, mate. Merry Christmas,
Merry
mate.
Christmas.
Let's go to Gabby, who's an Arsenal fan. All right, Gab?
All right, Gabs.
Good evening, Merry Christmas, my team.
All right, Merry Christmas, Gabs.
Chums. How are ya?
Yeah, all right. I'm all right. Yeah.
Do you know what? I see you two wearing your Palace shirts tonight, a pair of you lads,
Yeah.
and it went sideways again for you. You know, another week, and I've got this analysis, gents, that I want to say about the mighty Arsenal in a minute.
Go on.
We are actually labelled Own Goal FC, lads. Get it right. We're Own Goal FC at the moment. Right, that's our new alias, gents.
yeah,
We're
go
just
on.
like a chameleon. Every week we're doing something different to win a game, whether it be mistakes or own goals or set pieces. Anyway, I think we're like a pack of lions, right? And at the moment we're just playing with our food. All these sides are like gazelles. We're just mucking about with them, having a little feed up. I can't work out what Arteta said to them players at half-time break. I think he must have said, do you know what, lads? Go out second half, take your foot off the brake, have a nice little chill, play about with them, and then go for the kill further on. Because that was like chalk and cheese. And you are both right that we are not clinical enough. But Jamie, and maybe not Cundy so much, but definitely you, Jamie, there was not one shot from outside the box, I think, from us tonight. Oh, we were there. And there's a lot of take a touch instead of actually shoot. And I think in a lot of other games, if you're shooting volleys, half volleys, rather than take that extra touch, we're scoring goals.
Well, listen, you're trying to create the perfect opportunity, which, you know, Arsenal have got the ability with the players and the way they play that they do. They'll open you up, right? And they'll create chance. Look, Jesus has one in the second half. You know, he takes it early. It's a good strike. Keeper makes a good save. You do open teams up, but I'm just not convinced that you're putting enough of them away. You know, and that would be my concern. Two concerns I'd have if I'm an Arsenal fan. Not clinical enough, but you're winning games because defensively you're brilliant. But recently, over the last few weeks, Aston Villa, Wolves, and tonight you've conceded in the 90th minute.
Yeah, well, Jay, listen, the old Mr. Cundy and Chelsea, they're the Buffalo, and they're going to get it, mate, in the semi-finals, home and away. Yeah. They're the Buffalo that are going to get torn up. Yeah. And the old man-beast that's Haaland, he can have it in the final as well. So there you go. If everybody wants it, and on the 21st of February, we'll come down and slap you as well, Jamie, at a 3-point outcome.
There's a lot of slapping. There's a lot of slapping going on there,
in 2026. Yeah, but you know what, though? When it comes to the end of the season, you're the one who are going to get slapped. Proper slapping. Last 5 games, slap, 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 slap. Man City win the title, slap.
We win the Champions League, lads. You might as well retire.
No, Real Madrid in the final, slap.
Oh, listen, retire the sports show. If Arsenal win the Champions League,
Gabby,
retire the sports show.
Gabby,
lads.
don't, mate. Don't. Yeah,
you know it.
Yeah,
you know it's going to happen.
No,
you know
it ain't happening, mate. Ain't happening. Ain't happening.
Blue
moon, you saw me standing alone. Can't wait to hear it. We'll have Noel Gallagher on. We'll have the lot on. Get them all on. Arsenal get slapped last day of the season.
We'll still give it to you two anyway. You get slapped.
Well, we see, you see, you know, we couldn't beat us with 10 men with a better side of Stamford Bridge the other week.
Jay, I was there.
Yeah,
I was
so
at the
was
home
I.
end of the lower Matthew Harding, mate.
Yeah.
And do you know what? That was horrible, mate. That was horrible. But you played better with 10 men than you did 11 men. And let's be honest.
They fell apart since that game, by the way.
Done all right.
He's been rubbish.
Yeah,
He's done all right.
Beat Everton, beat Cardiff, drew with Newcastle. You take that.
No, you haven't done all right.
Done all right, mate, since then.
you haven't.
Had a couple of sticky ones. A couple of sticky.
You got slapped. You got slapped, Cundy. You keep getting slapped, mate. You keep getting slapped. Slap, 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 slap. Has anyone seen Cundy get slapped? Hooray!
Gabby, top man, mate. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Cheers, bud.
All right, take care.